guys, this is Johnny and this is the lens review on the Panasonic Lumix 25mm. So this lens has an aperture of 1.7 and it costs around $150 retail value. Also, this lens uses a micro four thirds mount, so double check with your camera body if it has a crop factor or not, because on a GH5 it has a crop factor of 2, meaning this 25mm lens handles like a 50. Now, I was able to use this lens in a recent video project I did, and I have to say the results are amazing. The shallow depth of field really made my subject pop out more, and it had a really nice bokeh effect on all the background lights. And here's one of the first pictures I ever took with this lens, and I have to say I'm still amazed by how beautiful the bokeh looks. A few other notes about this lens that you should know is the body is made out of plastic. It's not metal. It feels pretty durable to me. When you first get the lens, it comes with the lens hood, which is nice. Also, this lens isn't weather sealed. There's not much else to say about this lens, so let's see this lens in action. My wife and I went out to eat, and I figured why not test the lens while we are eating. Yep, and this is Croquette. We went to go eat at Tatsuya's. It's a ramen place. Alright. As you can see, the depth of field is nice and narrow, and I'm not even using the full aperture. For those that don't know what a narrow depth of field is, it's the amount of area that is in focus. Deep depth of field would have a larger area in focus, so if you want this kind of depth effect, you would have to space your subject and whatever it is in the background further apart. The footage is very sharp, and this is a $150 lens. I'm still impressed by its abilities. I'm shooting on a natural profile with some contrast on the GH5. I did turn down the exposure on some of these shots because it was catching way too much light. And I wasn't even shooting at its widest aperture. This is the autofocus center test on 180-degree shutter angle. It seems to work really well. I did have some trouble though when it couldn't recognize what I was looking at, but I think that's more of a contrast thing. In conclusion, Panasonic Lumix 25mm, in my opinion, is a good lens. I believe this lens is good for all skill levels from 1 to over 9,000. And if you don't have this lens, I recommend giving it a try. Give it a few shots, record a couple videos, see if you like the depth of field it has. Remember about the crop factor, I feel like that's an important thing too. If this review helped you in any ways, please like the video. This is Johnny and I'll catch you in the next review.